G'day guys, welcome back to Pete Zone, and today what I'm going to do is I'm going to start exploring some of this new music that's coming through, whether it's here in Australia or overseas. There is so much untapped music with talented artists that is out there, but we still listen to all this commercial stuff on the radio, which is good. It's great. It's got its purposes, but there is a lot, as I said, untapped talent out there that goes unlistened, and they are talented. So what I'm going to start doing from here on is throwing in some reaction videos for up and coming artists or artists that have been around but haven't got the recognition that they deserve. And today I've got a new artist from Melbourne, Australia. So let's do it. I'm going to call this segment Untapped Talent. I introduce you to... Now, okay, this artist is an artist who I just picked up and started listening to through streaming, and she's got a lot of stream videos that you can go down and have a listen to. She's also got a YouTube site, which I'll put a link to. She's got a streaming site I'll put a link to, and I just started listening to her and finding out her background. Now, she's from Melbourne. She's a very talented musician, singer, songwriter, producer. She does everything. She writes her own music. She plays all her instruments. She produces her own music, and she does it in her own little studio in her home. And when you listen to this, you think to yourself, wow, don't we have some talent in Australia that no one has ever tapped into? So now this is what I'm going to be doing. I introduce you to Phoebe Sena. Now, her background is more a jazz fusion, but once you start listening to it, it has a mainstream feel about it. So have a listen to this. Now, the first one I'm going to actually listen to is called Eye of the Storm. Right, and it's one of her many songs that she's got released from an album called Prue Obsession. So as I said, I'm going to put a link to it. Go in and have a listen to and see what you think. But as I said, pure untapped talent that we need to listen to more. So here we go. Eye of the Storm, Phoebe Sena.
Lost in the eye of the storm.
Wow.
I feel the rumble in my body. You see my mind transform.
Wow.
And you can barely recognize me. Now I see pain is not the same as suffering. Now I'm to blame. It's such a shame. I'm discovering.
Wow, I'm just going to stop there. Wow, this is all done from her home studio, and she's doing everything. She's playing all the instruments. She's got she's got a bit of a sample there, okay, in the background also. And so she's doing all the sampling. She's doing the vocals, the instruments, backup vocals, harmonies, everything is done from a small studio. What you can do these days that back in the old day we had to go into a recording studio, pay big bucks. This is amazing, the quality to it. Her voice is so soothing, and not only that, she has a talent. She's got a range from here to here. Also, I noticed that the vibrato in her voice is so... I would put her up there with Sade and singers like that who've got that soothing voice. And this is a person we haven't even heard of that should be out there, you know, making it in the music scene. So guys, come on, let's get behind people like this. I'm going to be doing this every week and introducing you to a new up-and-coming artist. It's our responsibility as Australians to get behind these artists and expose them to the rest of the world. So that's only, how many seconds? 43 seconds, and it's blown me away. Let's keep on going. Hey, Phoebe, very talented.
I move heaven and earth just to change the way I'm feeling. Step back and watch me observe. Reassurance has me raging. Sweet relief is only brave. However comforting, I must grieve the space between.
I've just noticed one thing. She's not flooding this song with instruments to hide her voice. Her voice is the main character, the main thing that you can hear. And in the background is that subtle music with the drums and the sample and a bit of keyboard and her harmonizing. But you could tell a good artist because they don't flood the song with instruments and then you can just barely hear their voice. That's when you can hear it's a very good artist, very talented singer, and very impressive. Very impressive. Let's keep on going. Stop there. She's singing a different language. I'm right. That is Greek. So she's singing Greek. Just let me see what her let me see the background. Hold on a second. Let's have a look. It says on her Greek Cyprian background. That is different, and it's interesting because when you think about it, she's just slipped that in, and it just, wow, different language. It goes really well with the music, and she's obviously proud of her heritage. She's actually produced it herself, and she's put that in herself, and it goes really well. Usually I would say no, that's out of context, or it doesn't really sound right, but this blends in. So wow, so she's going into the Greek singing. Here we go. I'm very impressed. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Untapped talent. It's all over the world, and this is proof that we are only touching the tip of the iceberg by listening to all these commercial artists doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. We need to tap into these type of artists and bring them on radio. And now I would listen to that radio and I would listen to it again and again, but she obviously doesn't have management. So whoever's out there, get in contact with this girl. She's talented. Fly her around the world and introduce her to the rest of the world, because talent like this needs to be introduced and it needs to be exposed, because unfortunately we do listen to the same things over and over and over again. This is talent. So keep an eye on. I'm going to put her link to all her streaming, her YouTube, everything. Click onto it, support her, because Phoebe Sena is a very big talent that this country has produced that we don't know of. So Phoebe, I'll be listening to more of your stuff, and keep on going. That's very talented. Writes, produces, everything that she does, hanging to do another one of her reviews or reactions. So thanks for listening, guys. Please hit the like, subscribe, and notification key for me so I can keep on doing these types of videos. In the meantime, please, if you have any other new artists who you want me to react to or listen to, please mention it in the comments. But go out there, support Phoebe, and in the meantime, thanks for listening. Be kind to one another and take care.
More